years that I was a teacher, 22 years working in schools, I can't remember ever finding a teacher whose favourite thing was report writing. Planning used to take up forever and didn't really enjoy the hours I'd spend doing that. Report writing, I used to just spend a whole day. I would sit and do nothing else and write each morning until I'd got them all done. How I wish I was doing that now. I never thought I'd say these words. Looking at 3 programs today that will write your reports in absolutely no time. Literally no time. Is that an exaggeration? No, it's no time. So how do you do this? Right, what you need is an Excel document. Here we go. And all you have to do is put in your children's names, as you can see them on the left, and make a little comment, how they're doing with the maths, how they're doing with the reading, how they're doing with the writing. And in this instance, I've just put in a few other strengths, and I've just put in some development points for next year, just to give you a feel of how it works. An example, I've used silly names of favourite detectives, and I've saved it as an Excel. I've also, because not all the programs would read Excel freely, I've also saved it as a PDF. So that's saved. I then go into my first chat box. So the first one I'm going to use is Copilot, and I open up Copilot, and within Copilot I upload the file. So just go straight in, add a file. This one, Copilot can read the Excel without any problem. And then I'm going to put in the following prompt. I would like you to use this file to create end of year reports for 5 children that are named in the file. You are a year 4 teacher in an English primary school. Each child needs a comment for their reading, writing and maths progress. They also need a comment that describes what they're doing well and a target for next year. Each comment needs to be between 30 and 50 words. So I've put that into Copilot, and as you can see, it quite happily reads the Excel information I've given, and lo and behold, here are the reports. That's it, it's done. Obviously there are many caveats within this. You have to read through them and personalize them, and as you go through doing it, you'll realize that there are bits that you can put into the Excel sheet at the beginning that will then just let Copilot do all the work. All you've got to do is fill in that Excel table, which you could probably do as you were going on in the year, and Copilot will write your reports just like that. So I hear you ask, I don't like Copilot, I want to use Gemini. Can Gemini do this? In a word, yes, it can. It doesn't like the Excel document, so what I had to do was save it as a PDF, open the PDF, and we went through the same format. Had a little bit of a word with Gemini to explain that I wanted end of year reports that gave an overview of what the targets are moving forwards and some examples of what the child was good at. Obviously you put a lot more information than that in your original Excel document, but it coped with the second prompt, and I think the results are equally valid. So we gave a third example. This time we went for ChatGPT, which I have to say, I can't believe I'm saying this. It took ChatGPT about a minute to write the report, and I was dissatisfied with the speed of its response. We now live in a world where, because ChatGPT can't do 4 days work in a minute, I'm dissatisfied. It was not quite as quick off the mark, and it needed a little bit more prompting, and I nearly gave up at it at one point, and then I realised that I'd missed it was rewriting the original response that it gave to include the additional information I put in the prompt. But I have to say, of the 3 of these, I think Copilot would be my choice, just ahead of Gemini, simply because it can read the different formats, and it was quite happy going through the Excel and using its own words. So there you go. I'm not saying that what you've just seen on these reports is exactly what you should be sending home to parents, but I'm saying that it's well beyond the dreadful first draft. Dreadful first draft is my mantra. You get it down and you go and make a coffee. Here, you get it down and you just give yourself a pat on the back and go out for the day, because you've done hours and hours of work in no time at all. Seriously hope this helps, because to me it's a game changer. See you next time.